Hello and welcome to Driving with Todd, and I'm Todd. So, as I mentioned in earlier videos, I had a friend by the name of Dale. I still do have a friend by the name of Dale, but I met him in 1979 in our local record store called Nickelodeon on a Friday evening. I was hung around with a guy by the name of Steve, and those two were good friends, and Steve introduced me to Dale. They went to high school together. Um, so I was always looking for new music to listen to. I was getting kind of stale. There wasn't a lot of good stuff coming out anymore. I mean, I was into Kiss and Fleetwood Mac and the Eagles, your standard top 40 stuff that had some album rock on it. But it just was kind of like boring me. I was like, oh, I'm trying to find something new. And so I'm talking to Dale, and he's saying, all this new wave stuff that's coming out is outrageous. He says, that's all I buy. I buy all this new wave stuff. And I'm going, what's new wave stuff? I had bought the Cars' first album, and it was a good album, but I don't really think it was new wave. It was more rock and roll than anything. So he's showing me different albums in the store. And in the front of the store, they have a rack of all the new releases. So some of the new releases he was showing me were new wave. And so I walked out of the store that night with Dave Edmunds' Repeat When Necessary, wonderful album. Labor of Lust by Nick Lowe. Love Nick Lowe. Armed Forces by Elvis Costello, which is actually produced by Nick Lowe. London Calling by The Clash, a phenomenal album. I mean, that is a centerpiece for The Clash. Setting Suns by The Jam, and then the first Police album, Outlandist D'Amour. I walked home with these, or not walked, but drove home with these, put them on my turntable, and it was like a revelation to me. It was a new opening. The window opened to a whole new gamut of musical artists that I had never heard of, and they were fantastic, just fantastic. So I would go over to his house a couple of nights a week. Actually, it was his parents' house, like I had mentioned. He had a room in the basement where he had a stereo set up and a TV and things of that nature. And I went over there, and he always play me some new stuff. Well, one of the albums he played me was A Kick Inside by Kate Bush. And at the time, this was 1979, it was like, I don't know if I like that. Her voice had a very high register, and it was kind of new sound to me in a female voice. And you know me, I really love female artists, but it was so different. It was like I'm not sure if this is something I really like. Yeah, he played her next album, which was Lionheart. Same feeling that I had. Her next album was Never Forever. That was her third album. Again, kind of, I'm not sure if I'm feeling that vibe yet. Well, the following year, 1980, she put out another album that I really liked called The Dreaming. Now, the reason I really liked it, well, was it had a great cover. So this is a box set that Kate Bush put out 4 box sets in 2018 that had all of her albums, and then some albums of her single mixes and single B-sides. So this has 4 albums in it. This is her first box set. It's her first 4 albums. And the first one that I bought was The Dreaming. And that album is dynamite. I mean, like I said, I bought it because of the cover. I thought the cover was outrageous. It was cool. It was like, what's this going on? Well, it happens to be that she's passing a key to Harry Houdini, who is going to use that key in one of his escapes. That's what the cover is about, and there's a song on the album about that cover. It is just a phenomenal album. It's different, very very different. It's something that you're not going to hear every day. Kate Bush is a very unique artist, and she puts a lot of effort into her music. So I bought this, and it was just so great that I went back and bought her first album that Dale had played for me from 1978 called A Kick Inside. So I bought the album, and I really enjoyed it. I think because he threw it on, and I was, not in my stereo, in my realm of listening to music, it didn't hit me correctly. On my own stereo, in my own living space, it sounded totally different. And it's a great, great album. Um, so on this album was her first single, Wuthering Heights. It's about the book and the movie Wuthering Heights. From what I read, it's a scene where in the movie and in the book, she comes to Cliff's home. Catherine comes to Heathcliff's home outside his window, and she's cold and she wants to come in, and she's talking to him through the window. So we're gonna listen. We're gonna watch that video, but first, what I want to do is just um, read something to you here. There's something called the most Wuthering Heights Day ever. Okay, it started in 2013 in the UK. What it is, it's a day when uh, lots of people, let's just say lots of people, I don't know how many people, dress up like Kate Bush does in this video that we're going to see and does the dance that she does in the video. And they play the song and they're all dancing to this song. And what's unique is it's both men and women of all ages, dressed like Kate Bush. It is cool. It's getting bigger and bigger every year. They had another one in 2021, July of 2021, and it's global. I mean, it's every country. United States is involved, Australia, UK, Germany. It's just a big event. The song is that big. It was Kate Bush's first number one single. It was on the charts for 4 weeks at number one in the UK. And unfortunately, it never made it big over here. It was a single in the US too, just didn't make it big over here. That's a shame. But I can tell why. I mean, I don't think the United States was ready for her style of music and her ability to sing in the range that she sings. Plus, she's an aspired dancer, very good at different musical instruments, very talented young lady. So this is going to be Wuthering Heights. It came out in January of 1978, and she was 18 when she wrote and recorded this song. So here we go with Wuthering Heights.
Out on the winding, windy moors, we'd roll and fall in grief. You had a temper like my jealousy, too hard, too greedy. How could you leave me when I needed to possess you? I hated you, I loved you too. Bad dreams in the night. He told me I was going to lose the fight. Leave behind my walking through the heights. It's me, Cathy, I come home, my so cold. Let me Heathcliff. It's me, Cathy, I come home, my so cold. Let me Ooh, it gets dark, it gets lonely.
Okay, that was Wuthering Heights, Kate Bush. Tremendous song. Tremendous song. I mean, this is uh, one of those songs that, again, I can play over and over and over. Um, she had a lot of big hit singles over in the UK. Again, really didn't make it here in the US. Her biggest selling album in this country was Hounds of Love, which is just a tremendous album. I mean, it is just a tremendous album, and that has Running Up the Hill on it, which I think was a minor hit in this country in the United States. But she's huge all over the world. Very brilliant at her musical styles and how she presents her music. Just brilliance. Hounds of Love is kind of cool because she has a lot of like traditional instruments on that particular album, and some jigs and things like that. And it's just kind of a cool album. But she's like I said, she's very big globally. Somebody that if you don't or haven't heard of Kate Bush, I definitely suggest that you look her up, listen to some of her tracks. Any any time period would do because she does change a little bit, but she does a great job. She also, after her first four albums, really spaced out her albums where it was more quality over quantity, and she is a very quality conscious artist. So with that, I'm gonna cut her off and say, I hope you like Kate Bush. I hope you liked Wuthering Heights. Take a look at those videos where they get together and do this dance. They're wonderful videos where there's like hundreds of people all dressed like Kate Bush and they're all doing this dance. It's pretty cool. With that, if you like this song, you liked Wuthering Heights, you like Kate Bush, hit the like button below. That'd be cool. If you have any comments about Kate Bush, Wuthering Heights, or Kate Bush in general, put them in the comments below. That'd be really cool as well. And if you haven't done it, remember, subscribe to my channel. It's real easy to do. While you're looking at this video, just push the subscribe button. If you push the bell, you'll also get updates to my latest videos. So with that, smile. Keep on smiling. If this didn't make you smile, I don't know what can make you smile, but keep that smile going. And I'm hoping you're all having a wonderful day. And peace out, baby.